Welcome back, Black Lobster here, with another one of City Moloch 29's Agree or Disagree. Number 4. These are some more interesting questions. So let's have a look. Okay, question 1. Do you agree with the existence of tournaments where levels are free? Now, I had to think about what was meant by this, but I think it's, looking through the comments, I think this is where your dinosaurs are their actual level, as opposed to everybody being set to 26. This was one where I was actually a little bit unsure what to say. Because on one hand, I think it's highly unfair, especially to newer players or people who haven't played a lot or haven't leveled dinosaurs up. And they end up, especially right at the beginning, getting lumped against people who've got level 30 dinosaurs, level 20 dinosaurs, 25. It's frustrating because it means that you're never going to get anywhere. At least in tournaments where you are all set to 26, everyone's in the same boat and it's perfectly fair. It's just your choice of dinosaur and how you use it. But at the same point, if that's again how you're going to play it, what's the point of leveling your dinosaurs anyway? So it's a really awkward question to answer. And I think, let me just check. I don't know as the answer to this one on the topic in the poll. For those very reasons, you've got to be able to ensure that everybody can partake equally. But as I say, at the same point, you've got to make it so that it's worth you leveling your dinosaurs and taking your best in. I think this is one of those situations, one of these events where Ludia is never going to please everybody. Which is why we have these events cycle between those are level natural, shall we say, free, and those which are set to level 26. So I think you've got to have them, even if we find them a little bit frustrating. Question 2. Do you agree with the incubator's rewards for campaign events, in brackets trials feature? Not really sure what City Moloch is asking here. The rewards, I think the rewards are fine. I think the rewards are fine for any of the events that we have, whether it's strike towers or trials or what have you. So, yeah, I've got to be honest, Digimon 29, I'm not really sure what you're asking on that one. Question 3. Do you agree with some epic events having creatures with stat boosts? Actually, no, I'm not in agreement with that. I think that's unfair to people that aren't stat boosting themselves. Fine, these things are supposed to be a challenge, but they're supposed to be a challenge for everybody, not just people that are boosting their own dinosaurs. And yes, you might want people to boost, but then you come back to being unfair to people who aren't boosting. I would rather have creatures in strike towers and events not being boosted. Just use them as they are. If that means that somebody at the far end with their high level dinosaurs and heavily boosted is going to walk them, then let them walk them. They've earned the right to do so. Everybody else gets a fair challenge and a fair shot at the things. That's just me. Question 4. Would you agree if we ever had the opportunity to fight between friends with stat boosts? I'm surprised we don't have this already as an option, so you can play your friends with what you've got and what they are. So or you have the option to go, right, we'll play everyone level 26, no boosts. It should be an option we should have already. For it's not like you benefit from speed boosts. I'm sorry, I should rephrase it. You're not benefiting from friendly games. So even if there were speed boosts, stat boosts involved. Sorry, it's been a long day. even if there are stat boosts involved, I don't see it as a problem. So hopefully that's something that we might see at a later date from Ludia. Question 5. Do you agree with the recently introduced creature families? This is another one where I had to answer I don't know, because what we've seen is fairly basic. We don't know exactly how things are going to change. In a way, I hope that these creature families are going to end up being like we've got already. So you can already tell that ankylosaurs are part of the same family because they have shared abilities. Same with ceratopsians, most of whom have dig in. Most theropod dinosaurs tend to have armor eating and shield breaking. If it's fairly similar to that, then I think it'll be good. It'll expand that a little bit. We also have the thing of, if you're like me, as someone who just plays theme teams, is this going to help or hinder our play for that? And also, are these... Obviously, the creatures are going to get changed in the new update to accommodate these family roles, but is it going to... How can I word this? Is it going to work the same way in regular arena play and strike terrors? Or are they going to be more... is it going to be more relevant to co-op mode? Are these abilities, because I'm not really sure how it's going to work. I imagine it's got to work in some fashion to be more appropriate to the co-op mode of the game when it comes in. So I don't know. It's another question, another addition to the game. I think we're just going to have to wait and see how it actually plays out in the new update. Question 6. Do you agree with the future stat boost reset that we'll have in the next update? Absolutely. For reasons, a lot of people clamour for stat boost resets almost every update, and I don't think that's necessary. If you want to put stat boosts onto something, you put stat boosts on. If you want to take them off and lose half, that's your choice. But if we have a major update like we've got coming up here, then I think perhaps stat boost resets has got to be the way forward. Maybe once a year if we have a really big one, around about the time of the game's birthday. I don't know. But I don't have a problem with them as long as they're not done all the time. I do think if you keep resetting stat boosts, then there's no point even bothering to put them on. People have got to accept the changes and the updates that they make themselves, even if that means something gets altered. I won't say nerfed, but gets altered, and you need to make those sort of changes. That's where you're going out, you're earning new boosts, and even if you're someone who buys new boosts, you're putting them on that way. But if we had a major update each year, doing a stat reboot, then I think would be fine. God, that got awfully wordy, didn't it? And then the last question for this particular one was, do you agree with the championship and its rewards? Again, I'm not 100% sure I know what City Mark 29 is asking here. I'm assuming we are talking about the championships and how the rewards are dished. And how these rewards are dished out. And with that in mind, I don't know that I can really answer this. Because this is kind of how tournaments should play out. If you are at the very top, you get the majority of the rewards. If you're at the bottom, you get the participation prize, shall we say. I do think that they need to lower the brackets on the rewards, because these championship events are, I think, really favouring, again, the highly competitive players, the high-end community of JWA, and it's basically scuppering everybody else over a little bit. I am not one of these people that turns around and says that there should always be a participation prize and there can't be a loser. That's not how events work, or whatever. But I think in a game like Jurassic World Alive, where not everybody wants to be that overly competitive, and they don't want to stat boost all the time, and they don't want to play the Twinkie overpowered teams, I think there needs to be bigger brackets to allow people to still achieve those rewards. So I think what we are getting in the rewards are fine, but I think we need more room, shall we say, for everybody else to get them. That was 7 questions from Digimorlock29's Do You Agree or Disagree? So if you've got any responses to that, put them below. As you see, my little finger doing that down there in the comments. And I'll post this up onto the forum as well for further discussion. Right, thank you for watching. I apologise if these have been a little bit waffly lately. It's been a long day and I'm very tired. But I thought if I don't do them now, they'll never get done. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with, and take care and good gaming.